Hello, peachies! Welcome back to Dear Peachy. Have you noticed how false eyelashes have become a must in makeup lately? But hey, do they really work for everyone? Sometimes you see celebs rocking them, but it's like the falsies are screaming for attention, making their look more tacky than fabulous, right? And then there are those days when you put them on, and instead of feeling glam, your eyes look even smaller and kinda weighed down. I mean, you've seen those product pics, all dreamy and perfect. But let's be real, applying them yourself is a whole other story. So here's the thing, do false eyelashes have a 100% success rate for everyone? If you're one of those who just can't vibe with falsies but can't quite figure out why, well, you've clicked on the right video. We're gonna break it down for you. Firstly, it's important to consider that your eyes have a limited capacity for eye makeup. False eyelashes, unlike eyeshadow, provide additional coverage for the blank spaces around your eyelid region. If there isn't adequate space or depth around the eyes, this can result in a cramped and abrupt appearance. For example, individuals with low-set eyebrows may find that applying false lashes creates a crowded and incongruous look. Likewise, individuals with hooded lids or narrow crease width may encounter challenges when selecting false lashes. The long and thick lashes are often commonly favored by celebrities, particularly those in Western culture, or social influencers. However, these lashes can cover most of the natural lines and contours of the eyelid and eye structure when viewed head-on. While it might look fine up close, from a distance, it can really hide the beauty of your double eyelids. Expanding the width of double eyelids can really enhance the structure of your eyes. But here's the thing, if you pair that with false eyelashes that stretch too far from the crease, it can actually make your eyes seem smaller and give off a harsher vibe. So, if you still want to use false lashes, consider going for ones with transparent stems and slightly shorter lengths. They should either extend more than half the width of your double eyelids or not have a curl length higher than your crease. That way, you can keep it natural and get that low coverage that you're looking for. Take, for example, Zhu Jingyi, who uses individual false eyelashes to create a natural and delicate appearance, demonstrating the impact of lash length variation. Now, onto those segmented false eyelashes you see everywhere. They often come in more than 4 segments. But for anyone with naturally small eye fissures, less defined inner corners, or what we call epicanthic folds, or even if your eyes just aren't wide open enough, trying to force on 4 segments can feel uncomfortable. Plus, it ends up giving you that overly heavy makeup look you probably want to avoid. When applying false eyelashes, it's crucial to start with the first segment aligning parallel to the outer edge of the iris. That's your starting point. Now, when it comes to the inner corner, you've got options. You can either skip putting falsies there altogether or opt for a more subtle enhancement with mascara to keep things looking natural. If you're feeling a bit unsure about which individual lashes would be the perfect fit for you, or if you're curious about the best way to apply them, we've got you covered. Check out our previous video on our channel where we dive into all things lashes. Just click on the link up here. It'll walk you through all the tips and tricks you need to know. For those of you with a pronounced groove at the outer corner of your eyes, or if your eye shape tends to droop downwards at the outer corners, here's a tip. Deviate slightly from your natural lash line when applying the falsies in that area. By placing the final segment of false eyelashes slightly above the natural lash line, you can horizontally enhance the appearance of your eye size. It's all about playing with placement to achieve the desired effect. When you're dealing with a long middle third ratio and a higher eye position, the idea is to tone down the prominence of the upper contours from the brows to the eyes. This can be achieved by opting for a more subtle and lighter makeup application on the brows and eyes. At the same time, you can subtly lower the position of the lower eye contours to create a more harmonious overall look. One trick to achieve this is by giving more attention to the lower lash line, which can create the illusion of a lower eye position. But here's the catch. Putting false eyelashes on the upper lash line goes against this strategy, making your face look longer. Let's take Cher Young and Giselle as examples. These ladies have really nailed this technique. Instead of relying heavily on false lashes, they opt for mascara to add thickness. This ensures that their looks are pleasing from all angles, with the length of the false lashes not surpassing that of their double eyelids when seen head-on. That's why you'll often find that false eyelashes aren't the main focus in their makeup looks. And if you really want to elevate your lash game, consider going for a B or J curl for that subtle boost in overall appearance. Next up, the prominence of the protrusion of the eyes can affect how we look with falsies too. Take celebrities like Zhao Jinmai and Tyra Banks, for example. They're known for their eyes that really pop out and have a strong sense of prominence. Now, because they naturally have lower and flatter brow bones with less deep eye sockets, applying on overly curled and thick false eyelashes would only accentuate the bulging appearance of their eyes. So, if you also happen to have protruding or bulging eyes, here's the trick. Your false eyelashes should start at a distance from the lash roots before curling up. When false eyelashes are applied at an angle that matches or is less than the angle of eye protrusion, it can visually exaggerate the bulging appearance of the eyes. This occurs because the false lashes follow the natural curve of the eye, which in turn emphasizes the outward projection of the eyes. As a result, the eyes may appear even more prominent and rounded, which may not be the desired effect. On the other hand, by applying false eyelashes at a slightly greater angle than the eye protrusion helps to visually counterbalance the protrusion, giving the eyes a more balanced and natural appearance. And if you're all about that natural beauty vibe, try using a dark brown eyeshadow to lightly trace out a faint eyeliner at the outer corner. This mimics the shadow of drooping lashes and adds a subtle definition. Similarly, you can apply a cluster of false eyelashes only at the outer corners of the eyes to make them captivating without looking out of place. This creates the illusion of naturally long eyelashes that droop at the end. So, to sum it all up, false eyelashes have become a makeup staple. But we all know that sometimes they don't always work for everyone. We've covered a lot today, from understanding your eye makeup capacity to mastering techniques for different eye shapes and proportions. It's all about finding what works best for you and enhancing your natural features in a way that makes you feel confident and beautiful. Whether you're opting for a subtle enhancement or a dramatic transformation, remember to embrace your style and make those lashes flutter. So keep experimenting, keep playing with different looks, and most importantly, have fun with it. We really hope that our video today has given you a fresh new perspective on this whole matter. Comment below to let us know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Goodbye.